Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to say thank you for attending my presentation. It's great to see you all. Let me introduce myself and my partner. I am Siti Sopa Lismaya and my partner is Dini Magmun Hariri, Intan Permatasari, Keysa Utami, Hilman, and Wiwin. First, I will explain to you about index price. According to the Great Dictionary of Indonesian Language or KBBI, an index is a list of current prices compared to previous prices according to a percentage to determine a fluctuation of the price of goods. From this understanding, it can be concluded that the price index refers to the comparison between the average price calculated in the year and the average price in the previous year. The price index is a measure that shows the change that have occurred from one period to another. On November 5, 2000, we conclude a price index interview to a grocery store located in Pangragajian, Lembang, by asking the previous week prices and the current week prices. Prices for daily necessities have increased and been stable from the previous week. The price that have increased, for example, chicken meat, the original price is 28,000, becomes 32,000. The price of egg, which originally cost 22,000, become 24,000, and corn from 9,000 to 10,000. The price change happen due to several factors. They are: first, lack of supply and consumer so as to increase food prices. Second, a source of supply that is difficult to find, which is the cause of prices increase. Third, increase in full prices due to transportation costs from one city to another. Fourth, government policies that restricts import for one reason or another. The second is going to be explained by Hilman. The topic is about the purpose of the price index.
The price index is also used as a basic reference for determining the price policy for an item or product, and it is also used as a tool to measure the level of economic progress in a country's economy. The price index is needed because it is useful for several things. For example, as an indicator for measuring economic activity in general, as a description of trends in trade, as well as the reference for traders to determine the price of their merchandise and the quantity of goods. Some price indexes are also more specific by type. For example, the farmer price index can be very useful in providing an overview of the welfare of farmers so that the government can make the right policies. There is also a consumer price index that can be used to make decisions especially when setting salaries.
The third will explain the kind of price index it will delivered by Intan Permatasari.
There are several types of price index, namely 1. Consumer Price Index (CPI). The CPI will show price changes for retail goods in the market that are consumed by consumers within a certain period of time. The CPI figure will show a comparison of the price of goods or services purchased by consumers. The goods or services that are calculated are goods or services that are deemed to represent consumer spending activities. Of course, these goods or service always change from time to time, following the consumption patterns of the consumer themselves. 2. Producer Price Index (HIP). The PPI figure will show the comparison or change in the price of goods or service purchased by producer. Goods that are usually purchased by producer are raw material or semi-finished material. What is the difference between the HIP and the CPI? HIP will calculate the price level of the goods referred to at the beginning of the distribution. Meanwhile, the CPI make the same calculation at the retail price level. 3. Farmers Price Index. This index focuses on the price that must be paid or received by the farmers. Indonesia is one of the agrarian countries with the peasant as a livelihood. Most sell their crop and product in equal manner. Well, because of that, government policy related to the agricultural sector must be fair to the people.
The fourth will explain about solution to increasing food prices by Keysa Utami.
There are several ways that the government can deal with the price rising. There should be operation to control the price of certain commodities, controlled by the government. The percentage of a special fiscal policy for food export and imports. There should be a variety that the domestic food supply can meet national demand, reserves or stock that are in the hands of the government must not only be sufficient but must be strong. If the stock is strong, then we can prevent speculation and block it. Domestic productivity must be increased by preparing suitable seeds for climate change. Local and family food security needs to be continuous. Encourage the government also prevents food smuggling. The food prediction requested must be accurate. Do not be over optimistic to that you are mistake. To there will be less supply and demand. There needs to be new policy and regulation to surge a longitudinal lens. One of them is the land security government regulation that has just been signed by the president, so that there is no controlled transfer of land possessions, said the president.
Fifth, we'll explain about the solution to price increase by Wiwin.
Here are 5 solutions that can be done when the price of basic commodities rises. 1. Spend less. In any case, we must still prioritize basic needs over other needs. Therefore, in the order not to be swayed, for her in conditions where prices are rising, high reduce unnecessary spending items. 2. Learn to do saving budget. In addition, we can also reduce the budget for saving and investment to increase the budget that is no longer friendly to pocket. We should also try to make simple saving, such as turning off electrical appliances. Shopping at traditional market might be so far we have been shopping for basic necessities at supermarket at a higher price expensive compared to price in traditional market with this current in condition. There is nothing wrong with buying basic necessities at traditional market because the prices are usually more sloping. 4. Plan your own kitchen space if we have lot over there. Use the land for growing ingredients or cooking ingredients such as chili, onions, ginger, or other type of vegetable. However, no need to give up because we can plant it using hydroponic method. To find out about with how to grow these crops, you can search for information on the internet, plant magazines, or join the gardening community. 5. Plan the menu. The next solution, we can run a food menu for a certain time. For example, in 3 days or a week. That way, you have an idea of what shopping list should be first had to meet your needs within that time span.
The sixth will explain the benefit of the matrix in everyday life by Dini.
Hi, my name is Dini Magmun Hariri. I will explain about the function of the metric in everyday life. In mathematics, a metric is an arrangement of number, symbol, or expression arranged in columns and columns to form a square shape. Function and benefits of the metric in everyday life. 1. Metric is widely used to solve various mathematical problems. For example, in finding solution to problem in linear equation, linear transformation, which are the general form of linear function. For example, rotation in 3 dimensions. Metrics are also like regular variable, so the spoon metric can be manipulated and applied. For example, multiplying, adding up, subtracting, and decomposing. Using a metric representation, calculation can be performed in a more structured manner. 2. Can make it easier to make an analysis of an economic problem that contain a variety of variables. 3. Can be used in solving investigation operation problem, for example, operation problem to investigate bathroom sorts, and so on. 4. The metric is associated with the use of linear programming, input-output analysis, and both economic statistics as well as in education, management, chemistry, and other fields of technology. 5. By using Microsoft Office Excel as a learning medium, in particular to calculate various metric operations, it turned out that it is quite easy for the teacher to and very effective working in a metric. Each manual calculation a metric that has many orders takes a very long time, even days. But using a metric function to calculate it can be done in just a few minutes. Moreover, by using Microsoft Office Excel as a learning medium, it is quite easy to implement and very effective to use as a tool for making interactive practice questions. It's just that the teacher is skilled and imagination learning media use Microsoft Office Excel. Why is the metric? The metric has a multiplication operation that involves several elements at once, making it difficult to investigate the code in the form of a metric calculation.
Well, that's all from our group. We do hope that this presentation will give you all a good understanding about what price index. Thank you very much. So long and have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.